Hello, in this short video we are going to investigate the following A-level problem on the topic of Euler's number and natural logarithm. Consider the following equation. E to the x plus 1 equals to 2e to the minus x minus 3. How many solutions does this equation have? Pause the video at this point and give it a try to see which one of the following options is the correct answer to this problem. Okay, let us investigate the given equation first. A little bit of an investigation shows you that you need to bring the auxiliary variable. You need to introduce an auxiliary variable. Why? Because you see here, I have e to the x, but on the other side I have e to the power of minus x. So this motivates me to bring an auxiliary variable here so that I can solve the problem simpler. So what I will do, I would say let e to the x be a variable which I will call it t. Then I have to rewrite my equation only in terms of this t. But that is very simple, because e to the x plus 1 can be viewed as e to the power of 1 multiplied by e to power x. E to power 1 is just simply e, and e to power x I myself called it t. So this can be written as e times t. Okay, and then I have e to the power of minus x, which can be written as 1 over e to the power of positive x, but e to the power of positive x I called it t, so it becomes 1 over t. So now what I will do, instead of this expression I put e times t, and instead of this expression I put 1 over t, and my equation now becomes an equation only in terms of the auxiliary variable t. So the left hand side becomes e times t, the right hand side becomes 2 times 1 over t minus 3. But this is an equation with fraction. I want to get rid of fraction as soon as possible, so I multiply everything by t. The left hand side becomes e t squared. The t that I multiply will cancel this t, so I am left with just 2, and minus 3 becomes minus 3t. But now you see that this is a quadratic equation in terms of t, so I have to move everything to the left. So I have e t squared, and then it becomes plus 3t, and then plus minus 2 equals to 0. Okay? So I want to use ABC formula. So ABC formula is minus b plus or minus a square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. This is the formula that I want to use to solve the problem by giving the role of a to this, giving the role of b to this, and giving the role of c to negative 2. Okay, so I would say that t is equal to minus b, which is minus 3 plus or minus a square root of b to power 2, which is minus 9, then minus 4 times a, which is e times minus 2, which becomes plus 8e. And I would write plus 8e here. And then divide everything by 2 times a, which is 2e. Okay, but these are not the numbers that we can calculate on top of our heads, but we know something about e. So we know the Euler number e is approximately equal to 2.72 if I want to keep 2 decimal places. Definitely it's a positive number. Do I have problems with this square root? No, because 8e is positive, 9 is positive, so 9 plus 8e is positive, so I do not have any problems with the square root sign. On the other hand, we also know that 9 plus 8e is definitely greater than 9 itself. Yes, so this means that a square root of 9 plus 8e is definitely greater than a square root of 9, which is 3. So remember, this number that we have here, this number is a number greater than 3. Now I have two t's. I have to take that t with me and put it back in my original equation of definition of t, and then using ln I can find this x. But you have to be careful. This t is positive. Why? Because t is the name that I gave to an exponential function. E to any number x, even if the x is negative, is always positive. So this is always positive. So t has to be positive. But if I choose the minus sign, minus 3 is negative, minus a number which is greater than 3 is also negative, so the numerator becomes negative, but the denominator is 2e is positive. So negative by positive is negative. So the negative sign is not acceptable for finding x. So I need to consider the other scenario. So t, the negative sign, I throw it away, I keep the positive sign. So I keep the positive sign, it becomes minus 3 plus the square root of 9 plus 8e over 2e. Let us see if it is positive or negative. But this is definitely positive. Why? Because by this argument, square root of 9 plus 8e is greater than 3. So this number is a number greater than 3, minus 3 becomes positive. So the numerator is positive, the denominator is 2e is positive, so this is acceptable. Okay? If you don't mind, let me call this one t plus. So t plus is positive. In principle, I have to take it with me and put it in this equation e to the power of x equal to t plus and try to find x. So what is x? X is equal to ln of t plus, and t plus is this number that you see here. Okay, so if I want to do approximations, I have to take my calculator, type this number 2.72 here, use the calculator to find this, and put that number here, take ln of that number and find x. Okay, but be careful, this problem is not asking you about to find the root, it's asking how many solutions are there. There is only one solution to this problem. So the answer to the problem is option part B. I hope that the video was useful for you. Until the next video, be safe and goodbye. Thank you.